All right, another example, gesture. Still using long, takes in an n, returns a long. Look at the precondition. N has to be greater than or equal to 1. So we're talking about a long, which is an integer. Remember, long is 8 bytes. Integer is 4 bytes. So we got a little bit more space here to work with. If it's 1 or more, this gesture works. And again, we're not going to overflow the stack. We're going to do something that actually is reachable. So here we go. The example here I'm going to do is gesture. And get this all queued up. 4. So I'm going to call this gesture 4. So G4 is what happens first. First push onto the stack. Remember, it's upside down. This is on the bottom. On the right, would you see those equals? Those are the pops. I'm going to get to those in a second, but right now I'm looking at the pushes, which is on the left side of the equal. G4, push onto the stack. Why? Because 4 is not 1. So we're pushing 4 minus G3. How do we get G3? Well, it's n minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 comes back. See, I'm doing this little loop thing here. This is what happens when you call yourself. The method comes back and call this again. So it's not a 1. It pushes onto the stack 3 minus gesture 2 right here. On the left side of the equal, I'm looking. Those are all the pushes. 2 comes back. 2 comes back. It's not a 1, so it pushes 2 minus G1. G1 comes back. Base case. Once we hit the base case, we return a 2. So let's pop right back off the stack. G1 is a 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. You know what that means? 0. That's what G2 is. Because remember, smaller version of itself. G2 is 2 minus G1. So 0 goes here. 3 minus 0 is 3. That means G3 is 3. With an easy substitution, 4 minus 3 is 1. G4 is 1. Let's run that to verify the stack. 1. Again, it doesn't have to have a name that you recognize. So for example, this is just gesture, and the APCS, I love doing that. They'll put a name here that has nothing to do with what the recursion is doing actually. So for example, something is the word mystery here because they don't want to give away the recursion. So once you draw the stack and you properly execute the pushes and the pops, you should be just fine. Another example, gesture, pushing onto the stack, popping off the stack, getting G4 is 1.